Hey guys, what's up? Shaarq here. Alright, Herald of Agony Occultist build guide right now, with which I've had a lot of fun in Betrayal Hardcore League. I also did endgame stuff except Uber Elder, and it performed really well in every aspect of the game. I got one shot after getting shocked, so it's fine to die here. Most of all, I was surprised how good hybrid builds are nowadays. Yeah, you heard it right. Hybrid. I loved being a special snowflake in Breakcast. I also just wanted to play something with good clear speed, and for this Occultist is always a good choice. But be aware, if you don't like minion builds in general, this isn't a build for you. In some situations you rely on Agony Crawler's AI, which isn't always a good thing, and you have to learn how to play it right in terms of positioning. Overall, it was a really fun character to play, so I can definitely recommend it for you. Alright, before I start with the introduction of my build template, I would like to mention that I play PoE only in hardcore leagues. So usually there happens no min-maxing according gear and therefore much room for improvements. But let's start. As you can see, we use Herald of Agony to summon Crawler for clear and also single target. Main damage setup consists of Herald of Agony, vicious projectiles, pierce, damage on full life, minion damage and minion speed. Instead of minion speed you can also use faster attacks, or for high budget I recommend an Empower level 4. Then we reserve rest of our mana with Damned Chains, Blasphemy and Discipline linked with Enlighten level 2 or higher. Then Convocation and Flame Dash, don't need links. Cast when damage taken, Immortal Core, Desecrate. And Desecrate is here for keeping up our offerings with newly introduced Queen's Hunger Chest. Then Shield Charge, Fast Attacks, Fortify and Poison. And the really important one to keep up our poison stacks as high as possible is Cyclone, linked with faster attacks, additional accuracy and maim. Occultist is one of many choices you could choose for Agony builds in general. I wanted to test the hybrid route, and for this Occultist is the best choice obviously. Big Profane Bloom in normal lab, it greatly increases your clear speed and is responsible for Kriegasms when the entire screen pops. Then I picked Wicked Ward in Cruel and Vile Bastion in Merciless lab. Last but not least is Malediction in Uber lab. Pantheons I chose Soul of Arakali and Chakari. Upgraded Chakari makes you immune to poison. That's a big deal. For leveling I used Frostbomb and Explosive Trap. At level 12 I switched to Stormbrand and Blade Vortex. I started with spell damage nodes at which start. If you don't wanna waste regrets, you can also start playing with SRS at level 4. It isn't the strongest choice, but at least not too bad. Use a +1 to socketed fire gems and link it with melee splash and added fire, and you're good to go. At level 31, you can finally level with Agony Crawler, so just take Ball Lightning and link it with LMP, or Lesson Multiple Projectiles, and Poison. At level 38 you can switch it with GMP. For bosses and more single target while leveling, you can replace GMP for a slow approach. I killed all bandits for 2 passive points obviously. The POB link is in the description of this video. Gear choice for this build is really special, so let me explain and clarify some things before. As you can see, we play a build where our EHP pool consists of Energy Shield and also Life. So if you sum it up, we roughly have an EHP pool of almost 10k. That's really high, right? But there's also a downside, and that is our well-known friend in this game, namely Chaos damage. If you don't pick the keynote Chaos inoculation or equip a Chevron's chest, Chaos damage bypasses your energy shield in PoE. So if we encounter a mob in Breakcast which mainly does Chaos damage, our EHP pool isn't 10k anymore. You suddenly face him with 3k HP then, and that isn't that much, right? So one of our main aims for equipping this character is to get maximum chaos resistances. And that's much easier now with newly introduced workbench. There are suffix crafts with chaos res on it, and that's really great. So look for items with at least one open suffix and then craft chaos res. If you don't have max chaos res from scratch, start with a higher life pool. I did that as well. Also take nearby life nodes on passive tree and respec them later. PoE is balanced around negative chaos resistances on your characters. If you reach chaos cap, you can neglect life on your gear almost completely, as you can see at my gear. A must-have is reduced Herald of Agony Mana Reservation Helmet and Chant from Eternal Lab. You will lose life if you fight chaos mobs, but for this case we have life on hit on our weapon. You should aim for an Elder based Gemini Claw and try to craft it with an Aberrant and also a Bound Fossil combination. I got lucky on my first try and hit a really insane roll. It's pretty much everything you want. High minion damage roll, despair on hit, and high attack speed. Your gloves should be also Elder based. They are crafted with Essence of Insanity, which provides you more attack and cast speed for Soccer to Champs. You also aim for poison support. If you don't get also poison support on gloves, use it as a gem instead of additional accuracy. That's the budget version. Queen's Hunger fits in pretty well in this kind of build. It provides you with an offering all the time which also affects you. That's great. I mean, if you like consistency, then that isn't the chest for you, because offerings it casts are completely random, yeah? You could also go for a rare chest and cast your preferred offering manually. Aegis Aurora isn't a must-have, pretty much for the memes here, but they buffed it in 3.5 and to be honest, it is now also a great option. Especially when Bone Offering is up, it has great energy shield sustain. In addition, I'm also using a Rumi's flask, which makes us really beefy. For jewels, you take increased energy shield, minion damage and preferably resistances. So, and here is my flask setup, except Rumi's pretty basic stuff. Well, that's it boys. If you liked the video and want to see more, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate that. Enjoy.